Hello everybody, my name is Thomas Mann and welcome back to Princess Evangile. So we're going to get straight back into the story. I can't sleep. I was wide awake as the dawn drew near. There was no comparing the bed I was in to the worn-out mattress from my cheap old apartment. Yeah, of course he's at this new private all-girl academy called Vincennes. It's a hard word to say. And yeah, he's living in luxury now. Even so, I couldn't sleep a wink. But he can't sleep. I still can hardly believe it, though. I had been living in this room for several days now, but I still felt like I was living in a dream. I mean, it would be pretty good to live here. I was in a dorm in Vincennes Private Girls Academy, the 1,000 Leaves door. Yeah, dormitory. It was a complete woman's paradise with the teachers and staff all female. I stuck out like a sore thumb. Why had they let me stay there then? I don't know. There was a reason for that, of course. Without even thinking about it, the events of the night came flooding back to me. The night we met. Reese-san's words. Her smile as she said them. Now we're going to get some more information. We looked at the schedule and found that the last bus had left much earlier, so we began walking instead. We were heading towards Vincennes Girls Academy. It was a 30-minute trip by bus, so it was no easy walk, and it was in the mountains, so the trek was mostly uphill. Even so, I was filled with such a curious sense of exhilaration. The task didn't feel tiring at all. It became colder as night passed on, but even that was strangely pleasant in its ways. Yeah, Messiah will be fine. I'm fine. Are you okay, Reese-san? You're not alone, you got Messiah. Her smile was dazzling, and I couldn't take my eyes off of her. Walking side by side with her like this, I couldn't shake the thought that fate had played a role in our meeting. Please do. For marriage, right? The right type of man? So you decided to just walk around the city and hope you would find someone, and you found Messiah. I can guess it would be. And Messiah fits the bill. The Guardian? The Guardian? I know what Messiah's going to say. Oh. Well, that clears that up, so they wouldn't have... They're not the Mafia. There's a group of 4 girls who are the school security. Oh. That explains why they spoke so politely, right up until they thought I was a pervert. But you are one, Messiah. But why was school security after you? That's true. The school did? Breaking the rules, that's the way I like it. So I saved you from the school security.
そしたらやってくるんですもの。いきなりマラソンが始まってしまったわ。
A marathon? You ran all the way from school to the station? That's amazing.
私も必死だったから。バレたということはもう活動ができなくなることを意味するわ。であれば計画はそこで頓挫する。
True.
私は諦めたくなかったの。とにかく最後の最後までは。
That's the spirit. The school approved it. The school approved at first, which means your plan has some connection to the school, right? She nodded. So what is your plan?
学校の変革。
Reforming the schools. That sounds pretty good. Reforming the school?
バンセンヌが女子校ということはマサヤさんもご存知ね。実は今共学にするという話が持ち上がっているの。
Get that equality in, make this all-girls school co-educational, so dudes can go like Messiah. Co-educational? I was shocked. That would be a huge change even for a normal school, and Vincennes was a school with such a long history.
なぜそんな話になったかというと、生徒数が減ってしまったから。けど男子を入れれば単純計算で倍になるわね。
Yeah, they should just, you'd get loads more people going, of course.
私の祖母が理事長だから個人的にも聞くことがあるのだけど、経営が厳しいらしいのよ。端的に言ってバンセンヌは経営難なの。
Fair enough. Financial problems? Well, the threshold does seem high.
敷居？
There's a high entrance fee, right? That limits you to people who can afford to go.
そういうことらしいの。校舎も建て替えて財務も悪化している。とにかく従来のやり方ではいずれ立ち行かなくなるということははっきりしているらしいの。
Sure, you need more money, so you gotta let the boys into the all-girls school. Woo!
はっきりしているのになお変えられないというのはきっと伝統校としてのプライドのせいなんでしょうね。
It's gonna be changed for the good, though, and you know it. Yeah, I can imagine.
理事会は紛糾を続けた。もちろん理事はみんな心情としてはバンセンヌの伝統を守りたいわ。
I mean, the tradition was pretty bad, making it an all-girls school to begin with. I mean, where's the equality in that? Come on.
でも厳しい現実というものがある。もしもバンセンヌが将来消えるようなことになったらそれは最悪だもの。
What would the feminists say about an all-girls school? If they're proper, they would say it's not very good. Let the guys go there as well. Equality, fun.
学校の変革はいわば事前の策よね。原理主義者はそんなもの許せない。けれど現実路線を取ろうという人も当然いる。
That's cool.
それで実に数年も揉めていたのだけど、とうとうある日理事長が裁断を下したの。
What was it?
それは見学の精神に立ち返るという。理事長は席上こう言ったそうだわ。理事会の対立は数年に及び、もはやこの場において結論を見出すことは不可能なようです。そこでこの問題は生徒自身の手に委ねることにしましょうと。
You're gonna let the students decide if they want to have a co-educational school. That's a good choice. Leave it to the students?
バンセンヌの見学の精神、それは自主、独立、自尊。
That's pretty good founding spirits. In other words, make decisions yourselves.
もともとミッションが設立した学校だから、そういうフロンティア精神は尊ばれているの。
Religion, nice, great, fun. A mission? You mean like special ops? Oh god, Messiah. Oh, you're so dumb-witted, so bad.
作戦？いえ、この場合は宣教団ということ。バンセンヌってキリスト教系だから。
See? I understand what she's saying. Messiah doesn't, he's fucking dumb. Oh, he's just like, damn, no special ops, I'm so disappointed.
もうとっくにミッションの手から離れているけどね。それはともかく、理事長の裁断が正式に承認されて、早速具体案が検討されたの。
And I wonder what the plan was.
見学の精神は結構ですけれど、いきなり共学の是非を生徒に問われても、今 困惑するしかないでしょ。
Yeah, I guess that's true.
だいたい前期からの生徒ともなると、男性というと父親や兄弟しか見たことがないなんて人もザラだわ。
Well, that's just pretty sad. How are they gonna survive in, like, the actual world? That's amazing. They had never seen a man before? Boyfriends would be totally out of the question. Well done. Well done, Messiah.
それでは判断しようもないでしょ。そこで期間限定、規模も限定、要するにお試しみたいな形の共学を始めることにしたの。
I see. I've started to get the picture. Are you? I'm not sure, Messiah.
た
Are you?
だ、そうは決めたものの、理事でもある校長先生が強硬な反対派で、そのために計画は骨抜きにされてしまったわ。
Okay, traditionalists. She watered it down?
だって学校でそうと決めたなら正式に募集をかけるのが当然でしょ。
That'd be
で
the
も
correct thing to
そ
do.
れはし
Sorry.
ないというのだから。
Yeah, that'd be the correct thing to do. If there's no formal application, how can boys get in?
それが私がしていたことというわけ。
And you found Messiah-san. Ah, so you were like the scout, Rise-san. So that's what she meant by the right type of man.
そう。それで相手に話が早く通じるようわざわざ制服を着たりしてね。でも校長ったらひどいのよ。なんて言ったと思う？
She said, "Fuck off, you bitch. We're not having the boys in this school. We're going to be keeping our traditions and making this an all-girls school." Is that correct?
そこまで生徒に任せるなら男子も生徒が見つければいいですって。あんまりだわ。
No, okay. She didn't say what I was going to say. Okay, fine.
でも押し切られてしまった以上仕方がないわ。みんなひるんでしまった中、私は真っ先に手を挙げたの。
That's my girl.
なぜって私は改革派だから。
She's a proper feminist. The good one. Rise-san, you want the school to integrate?
ええ。
Good.
私は万世のを愛しているわ。だから卒業した後もずっと残っていてほしい。
So that's why you're going to let us into the school. I see. There was an old saying, eagles don't catch flies. It was certainly a noble sentiment, but to adhere to that even in continued decline was a different matter entirely. Fancy words right there. Painful reform or a slow death, Rise-san had chosen the former. Yes, really, it's not painful reform, oh come on.
校門が見えてきたわ。
That's a nice school gate. Ah, finally. Since we had been talking the whole way, the long trip seemed to pass in no time.
今言った通り、学校に通える期間は限定なの。もちろん、共学という結論になれば、引き続き卒業まで通えるけれど。
If it isn't approved, I just get kicked out? Is that what you're saying?
それでもいいかしら。
Hey, I get to go to an all-girls school. This is definitely acceptable for me. By limited, how long do you mean?
1年なの。年度末にグランデボート総選挙があって、その時に決まるから。
The grand vote. The end-of-year vote for student council president. This year, it will also determine whether school reform, in other words, gender integration, passes. Oh great, we only get 1 year unless this passes. 1 year. It really was short. I still had 2 years of school before graduation. I mean, it's half your time. But that was only if the school voted against integration. There was still hope. But more importantly, if I refused, I'd have to say goodbye to Rise-san now. That's true, and you know I say goodbye to this. I mean, look at her. She is beautiful. I would leave, oh god, sir, behind, go to live with my mother, and probably never see her again. Sir, no, we don't want this, even though your mum's pretty cool. I couldn't stand that thought. I wasn't going to let it end here. That's my man. He's going for it. Overwhelmed by that feeling, I nodded. Okay, I accept those terms.
本当にいいの？
Yep, just let me inside the old girls' school. Do it. Yeah, it's still better than my current situation. That is definitely true. You are poor, homeless. I wasn't even exaggerating. Yep.
ありがとう。私、本当に嬉しいわ。
No problem. She placed a hand on her chest and let out a deep sigh. Ooh. Ooh, we've gone in close. She's crying. Damn. Then she looked up at me. Her eyes appeared dewy. I can't say words. Dewy. I know what that word means, but I can't say it. In the moonlight. I couldn't believe that my decision had made someone this happy. She is very happy. That realization sent a new surge of happiness welling up inside of me.
なぜかしら。
What, you wonder why you're so happy? Hmm?
やっぱり助けてもらったからかな。私、あなたを見た瞬間からこの人しかいないって思っていて。
It's because Messiah is a badass.
本当、よかった。
No, I'm happy as well. Ooh. Oh, I decided not to mention my vague feeling of deja vu and instead brought up another subject. But are you sure you won't get in trouble from the goons? I don't think those guys are going to give up until they get what I owe them.
まあ大丈夫でしょう。バンセーヌは結構セキュリティはしっかりしているわ。何しろ女性しかいないことだし。
Yep, and I'm breaching that security.
それにガルディエーノを味方にすれば頼りになるから。あんな二人組、きっとなんてことはないでしょう。
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Guardian will absolutely destroy them too. I see. I'm glad to hear that.
じゃ、行きましょう。こんな嬉しい気持ちで帰ってこられるなんて。ガルディエーヌに追われた時は夢にも思わなかったわ。
Oh, she's so happy. It's very nice to see. And then we go through the gates. When we arrived at the gate, a different Guardian appeared. Reese-san explained the situation and they let us pass without issue. Wow, the cherry trees are beautiful.
ええ、本当に。
They are pretty beautiful. This school is pretty cool. If this were a public park, it would surely have people coming from all over for night viewings of the trees. That's how beautiful they were. Are they almost as beautiful as Reese? No, they're not.
この桜はね、バンセーヌの名物の一つなの。4月になると緊張でいっぱいの新入生をここで出迎えてくれるんだわ。
That's cool. Wow.
マサヤさんも言ってみれば新入生よね。
Yes, I am. The only boy student in an all-girls school. It's gonna be fun. The flowers in full bloom did seem like they were here to meet me. I'd spent the entire year running away from people. But now there was a place that wanted me. That made me so happy. Okay, hold up. Only like 10% of the school wants you. The rest of the school are against you. Reese-san walked around to stand in front of me and held out her right hand. Oh, look at that picture. She wants me.
今夜はあなたと出会えて本当によかった。
I'm so glad that I met you, because we'd be still on the street homeless with no money and dying. And it wasn't just a place. Right now, right in front of me, there was a person who wanted me to be here. Oh. I gritted my teeth to keep them from trembling with joy and reached out to take her hand.
バンセーヌへようこそ。
Thank you, babe. And yeah, thank you for watching this episode of Princess Evangile. I hope to see you for the next episode, where we'll continue this journey into the school and we'll see how it is and see, hopefully new gals will be nice to us. Or not. Goodbye.